There are unique behaviors that only emerge when a Taurus fully surrenders to love. Have you ever witnessed the transformation of someone of this sign when they find their soulmate? Prepare to discover 7 extraordinary attitudes that reveal the overwhelming power of Taurus passion. If you stick around until the end of this video, you'll understand why Tauruses are considered the most devoted lovers of the zodiac. But if you leave now, you might miss out on valuable insights into how to recognize when a Taurus is truly in love. What if I told you that these 7 traits could completely change your view of this seemingly calm and reserved sign? Thing 1. Taurus in love displays a material generosity that surprises even those who have known them for years. This sign, known for its financial caution and attachment to material possessions, transforms completely when true love knocks on its door. Imagine a Taurus who always researches prices, compares offers, and avoids unnecessary expenses. Suddenly, they start showering their loved one with expensive flowers, dinners at fancy restaurants, and spontaneous trips. This isn't ostentation or an attempt to impress, but rather a genuine need to materialize their feelings through concrete gestures. This generosity goes beyond money. Taurus in love offers their time, undivided attention, and personal resources without hesitation. They cancel important commitments to be present for their loved one's special moments. They lend items of sentimental value that they previously guarded with absolute care. The superpower resulting from this characteristic is the ability to make the loved one feel truly valued and special. When a Taurus gives up their material security for love, they are offering the most concrete proof of their deep feelings. Thing 2. Infinite patience emerges as one of the most impressive manifestations of the Taurus in love. This sign, which already possesses admirable tolerance, develops a superhuman capacity for waiting and understanding when emotionally involved. Consider everyday situations where anyone would lose their temper. A Taurus in love waits hours for a reply to a message without showing irritation. They understand their loved one's bad moods and don't take it personally. They accept last-minute changes of plans with a genuine smile. This patience is especially evident during the relationship's growth process. While other signs may push for quick resolutions or demand constant displays of affection, Taurus allows everything to flow naturally. They respect their loved one's time to open up emotionally and don't force things. In everyday life, this means he never pressures for immediate answers to important questions. He understands that each person has their own pace at which they process feelings and make decisions. This attitude creates an environment of emotional safety where love can flourish without external pressure. How about strengthening our connection? Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any content about the mysteries of the signs. Take advantage and comment below which city you're watching from. I love knowing where our followers are. Thing 3. The obsessive attention to details related to the well-being of a loved one reveals another fascinating aspect of the Taurus in love. This sign develops a photographic memory for the small preferences and needs of their loved one. It automatically remembers what kind of coffee you prefer in the morning, what temperature your bath water is, or which side of the bed you sleep best on. This information is stored in your mind as precious data that should be preserved and utilized to provide maximum comfort. In everyday relationships, this translates into seemingly simple but deeply meaningful gestures. A Taurus in love adjusts the temperature of the room before their loved one arrives. They prepare snacks with specific ingredients they know they enjoy. They remember important dates, not just birthdays but also small personal milestones. This attention to detail also extends to the physical environment. He reorganizes spaces to make them more welcoming and functional for the couple. He invests in items that provide joint comfort, from special pillows to sound systems that create the perfect atmosphere. The superpower here is the ability to anticipate needs and create an environment of constant care that makes your loved one feel truly special and understood on every level. Thing 4. Fierce protectiveness emerges as a defining characteristic of the Taurus in love. This sign, normally peaceful and conflict avoidant, transforms into a relentless guardian when it comes to defending the one they love. This protection doesn't just manifest itself in dramatic or dangerous situations. In everyday life, Taurus in love develops a keen perception to identify people or situations that may cause discomfort to their loved one. They subtly intervene in unpleasant conversations, ward off negative energy, and create an invisible shield around the relationship. Imagine social situations where someone makes inappropriate comments about the person they love. A Taurus in love doesn't hesitate to take a firm stand, even if it means confronting influential people or creating tension in social groups. Their loyalty trumps any consideration of personal convenience. This protection also extends to the loved one's dreams and projects. They publicly defend their partner's ambitions, even when others are skeptical. They offer unconditional support in times of doubt and serve as a solid foundation during periods of emotional instability. The result is the creation of an environment of complete safety, where the loved one can express themselves authentically without fear of judgment or external attacks. This protection allows the relationship to flourish in a space of absolute trust. Thing 5. Surprising flexibility represents one of the most impressive transformations of the Taurus in love. This sign, traditionally known for its stubbornness and resistance to change, develops an adaptability that shocks even those closest to it. Rigid routines that seemed immutable begin to be adjusted to accommodate the loved one's habits and preferences. The Taurus who always ate lunch at the same time naturally accepts schedule changes. The Taurus who had inflexible morning rituals adapts to their partner's different rhythms. This flexibility goes beyond practical adjustments. A passionate Taurus is open to trying activities they previously considered uninteresting or uncomfortable. They're willing to watch films in genres they don't enjoy, visit places outside their usual preferences, or participate in social events they would otherwise avoid. In a relationship, this means that discussions about differences of opinion become constructive dialogues rather than stubborn debates. A Taurus in love genuinely considers different perspectives and allows their worldview to be enriched by their loved one. This adaptability creates a dynamic of mutual growth where both partners can evolve without feeling compromising their essence. Taurus discovers that flexibility can coexist with stability when true love is present. Thing 6. Creating unique traditions reveals the most romantic and creative side of Taurus in love. This sign develops a deep need for special rituals that strengthen the emotional connection with their loved one. These traditions may seem simple but carry profound meaning. Perhaps it's a special breakfast prepared every Sunday, an evening walk in a specific location, or a farewell ritual when one of you has to travel. The important thing is that these practices become sacred milestones in your relationship. Taurus in love invests considerable energy in creating lasting memories. They document special moments through photographs, treasure objects of sentimental value, and create albums or collections that tell the couple's story. Each anniversary is celebrated as an important milestone. These traditions also extend to the annual cycle. Taurus establishes personalized celebrations for dates that are significant only to the couple. They might turn the day of their first date into a personal holiday, or create special rituals to mark the changing seasons. The resulting superpower is the construction of a unique identity for the relationship. These traditions create a sense of continuity and specialness that strengthens emotional bonds and provides lasting emotional security. Thing 7. Total emotional vulnerability represents perhaps the most profound transformation of a Taurus in love. This sign, naturally reserved and protective of its inner life, opens up completely when it finds true love. The emotional wall of protection that Taurus builds over the years gradually crumbles before their loved one. They share deep fears they've never spoken about, secret dreams they've kept hidden, and insecurities they've always hidden from the outside world. This emotional openness manifests itself in intimate conversations that can last for hours. Taurus in love not only talks about their feelings, but also allows their loved one to witness their tears, their uncertainties, and their moments of fragility. They abandon the need to always appear strong and in control. In everyday life, this means asking for help when needed, admitting when they're wrong, and expressing their emotional needs without shame. A Taurus in love allows their special someone to see them in every possible emotional state, from euphoria to the deepest melancholy. This vulnerability creates an emotional intimacy rarely seen in other contexts. The loved one feels privileged to have access to such deep layers of the Taurus personality, and this strengthens the connection in an extraordinary way. Now you understand why love awakens such extraordinary aspects of the Taurus personality. These 7 characteristics reveal the emotional depth and capacity for transformation that this sign carries within. A Taurus in love not only loves intensely, but completely rebuilds their way of relating to the world. Which of these 7 characteristics do you find most impressive in the personality of a Taurus in love? Perhaps you've witnessed some of these transformations in someone close to you, or recognize these patterns in your own romantic experience. Remember that true love has the power to reveal versions of ourselves we never imagined existed. Taurus in love is living proof that when we find our soulmate, we are capable of transcending our own limitations and discovering emotional capabilities that surprise us. Allow yourself to experience this transformation with courage and authenticity.